Welcome to InvestorWeb, your trusted source of enriching insights. Today, we delve into a topic that is relevant to everyone: effective ways to achieve conflict resolution in relationships. InvestorWeb is not just a name, it's a promise. A pledge to provide you with the knowledge and tools you need to navigate life's many challenges, and today is no different. We're peeling back the layers on a subject that touches everyone at some point: conflict in relationships. It's a universal experience, yet one that is often misunderstood and mishandled. We're not just talking about romantic relationships, but familial, professional, and even friendships. Conflict resolution is the process of finding a solution to a disagreement or dispute. It's more than just putting an end to the argument. It's about understanding, empathy, compromise, and growth. Its importance cannot be overstated, as effective conflict resolution can lead to stronger, healthier relationships. Stay with us as we journey through this enlightening topic. To resolve conflict first, we must understand it. Conflict, it's a word that often carries negative connotations. We think of arguments, fights, and heated exchanges, but what exactly is conflict? In its simplest form, conflict is a disagreement or clash between ideas, principles, or people. It's a natural part of human interaction, and believe it or not, it's an essential part of healthy relationships. You see, conflict can stimulate growth and deepen understanding, especially when it's managed constructively. In relationships, conflicts can manifest in a multitude of ways. They might be as minor as a disagreement over what to have for dinner, or as major as differing views on starting a family or managing finances. Sometimes conflicts arise from unmet expectations, or perhaps misunderstandings. And in other instances, they might stem from deep-seated issues like insecurities, past traumas, or differing values. Now let's talk about the different types of conflicts. There are essentially two types: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic conflicts are those that originate from within an individual. They might be due to personal insecurities, deeply held beliefs, or emotional baggage. On the other hand, extrinsic conflicts are those that arise from external factors like societal pressures, family influences, or cultural norms. Both types can have a profound impact on relationships, and understanding their origins is the first step to addressing them. But what causes these conflicts? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Each relationship is unique, and so are the conflicts that arise within them. However, common causes often include poor communication, unmet expectations, and differences in values or beliefs. These can all lead to misunderstandings and disagreements, which, if left unresolved, can escalate into conflict. So, there you have it. Conflict, in essence, is a disagreement or clash between ideas, principles, or people. It's a natural part of human interaction and can be a catalyst for growth and understanding in relationships. By recognizing the different types of conflicts and their possible causes, we can better navigate these challenging waters. Now that we know what conflicts look like, let's explore how to resolve them effectively. The first step towards resolving conflict is acknowledging its presence. Yes, my friends, it's as simple as that, yet as complex. It's like spotting an elephant in the room and saying, "Hey, there's an elephant here." Not the most comfortable conversation to have, but absolutely necessary. Think about it. Can you solve a problem if you don't admit there is one? It's like trying to find a destination without acknowledging you're lost. So let's take a deep breath and face it head on. Recognizing the conflict doesn't mean you're weak or your relationship is flawed. It simply means you're human. It's an opportunity to understand the problem better, to delve deeper into the roots of the discord. And remember, conflicts aren't necessarily bad. They can lead to growth, to better understanding, to stronger bonds. But for that, we must first put on our brave faces and say, yes, there's a conflict. Once the conflict is acknowledged, we can then move to the next step. Communication, the bridge that mends the gap. Let's take a moment to ponder on this. Communication is the fundamental cornerstone of any relationship, and when it comes to resolving conflicts, its importance cannot be overstated. It's like the oil that keeps the relationship machine running smoothly. Without it, things grind to a halt pretty quickly. But what does effective communication look like, particularly in the face of conflict? Well, it's more than just talking and listening. It's about understanding and expressing oneself clearly. Imagine you're in the heart of a conflict. Emotions are running high, perhaps voices too. It's easy to get lost in the heat of the moment, isn't it? But here's the thing, in the midst of all that chaos, effective communication can be your lifeline. Let's start with listening. It's not just about hearing the words that are being said. It's about understanding the message behind them, the emotions, the unspoken sentiments. It's about giving your full attention, not just waiting for your turn to speak. Listening is a skill, and like any skill, it can be honed with practice. Next comes understanding. It's a two-way street. Not only should you strive to understand your partner, but also you should make sure that you are understood. It's about being clear, concise, and considerate in your communication. It's about expressing your feelings and thoughts without blaming or criticizing. And finally, expressing oneself clearly is key. It's about being open and honest about your feelings, but also about being respectful and empathetic towards the other person. Remember, it's not about winning an argument, it's about resolving a conflict. So, the next time you find yourself in the midst of a disagreement, remember these three pillars of effective communication: listening, understanding, and expressing oneself clearly. Use them as your guide, and you'll find that even the most heated arguments can be navigated with grace and understanding. Effective communication opens the door to conflict resolution, because after all, isn't that what we're all aiming for? A resolution, a way forward, a bridge that mends the gap. And that, dear friends, is the power of communication. With understanding and communication, we can now find a resolution. The process of finding a resolution is a crucial step in conflict resolution. It is the bridge that connects the gap between differing viewpoints. It's where the magic happens, taking us from a place of discord to harmony. So how do we go about this? First, there's compromise. This might sound like a simple concept, but it's more than just meeting in the middle. Compromise is about taking into account the feelings and needs of the other person while still considering your own. It's the art of finding an arrangement that both parties can live with. An agreement where everyone feels heard and respected. Next, we need to understand different perspectives. This is where empathy comes into play. It's about stepping into another person's shoes, seeing the world from their viewpoint. It's not about agreeing with them, but understanding why they feel the way they do. By doing this, we open up a new world of possibilities for resolution, because we are no longer bound by our own viewpoint. We can explore solutions that may not have been clear to us before. Finally, it's about working together to find a solution. This is not a competition, but a collaboration. We're on the same team here, striving towards the same goal, a peaceful and harmonious relationship. This means pooling our resources, our ideas, our experiences, and our feelings to find a resolution that benefits everyone involved. In the end, finding a resolution is not about winning or losing. It's about understanding, communicating, and working together for the betterment of the relationship. It's about turning conflict into an opportunity for growth, for learning, and for strengthening the bonds that tie us together. Remember, every conflict, every disagreement, every argument is an opportunity to learn more about each other and ourselves. So embrace these moments, not as obstacles, but as stepping stones towards a stronger, more understanding, and more loving relationship. Finding a resolution is the pinnacle of conflict resolution, and it's within your reach right here, right now. Let's make the most of it. Conflict resolution in relationships might not always be easy, but it's worth it. Indeed, it's the cornerstone of any thriving relationship. Let's take a moment to recap on the key points we've discussed in this video. We started by understanding what conflict in relationships truly means. It's not just about disagreements or arguments, it's about the underlying emotions, expectations, and needs that often remain unexpressed. Acknowledging that conflict exists is the first step towards resolution. Moving forward, we highlighted the importance of communication. Effective communication is not just about expressing your thoughts and feelings, it's equally about listening empathetically to your partner's perspective. Remember, it's not about who's right or wrong, but about understanding each other better. Next, we delved into the process of finding a resolution. This involves identifying the root cause of the conflict, discussing possible solutions, and reaching a compromise that respects both partners' needs and boundaries. It's essential to approach this process with an open mind, patience, and respect for your partner's viewpoint. In a nutshell, conflict resolution in relationships is a journey, not a destination. It requires continuous effort, understanding, and most importantly, the willingness to grow together. It's about nurturing a safe space where both partners can express themselves freely, knowing that they will be heard and respected. Remember, conflict in itself is not detrimental to a relationship. It's how we handle it that determines the impact. So embrace it as an opportunity to deepen your connection, enhance your understanding, and strengthen your bond with your partner. That wraps up our discussion for today on effective ways to achieve conflict resolution in relationships. We hope you found this video insightful and helpful. Here at InvestorWeb, we are committed to providing you with enlightening and engaging content. As we part ways today, we'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button, join our growing community, and stay tuned for more compelling content. Thank you for joining us at InvestorWeb. Be sure to subscribe for more enlightening content. Remember, the key to resolving conflict lies in understanding, communication, and compromise.